Okay, I went in here and put a little darker blue. It's kind of hard to see it, but the highlights are turning out, you know, quite nice, kind of like how I was anticipating them to. And now I'm going to show you, you know, I did that with watercolor, but you know, her skin is just a basic tone, and I've already went ahead, and I know you can't see it. You see, this is what happens when you get too much water on the paper. That's why I have all these marks and stuff on the paper to test the color before I actually put it on there. I said that in the first clip just a minute ago, but I forgot to finish my sentences, and y'all know that I'm bad for that. But right now I've got my watercolor. You know how I said I like to do the shadows last. I know I do it backwards, but that's just how I do it. Either way, and I do it the other way too. It doesn't matter, you know, do your shadows first, then base, and then highlights, or however you want to do it. It's all the same anyway. It just depends on how you want to do it. To me, it's not quicker if I do it the other way. It's just how I want to. Okay, and I just got this is watercolor. Okay, I'm just putting a little bit of shadow in here, you know, to kind of get a little bit of depth. You know, this is just the lightest brown that's in that watercolor pack. Okay, maybe just a little here, little down here close to her tail. It gives it a little bit of depth, you know. And I'll also take a little bit of pink, and I'll do that in a second. And sometimes if I feel like I really don't like that color right there, I kind of dab it a little bit to kind of smooth it out. See, I got that just a little bit too rough right there. Sometimes I'll even go back and put a little bit of white in there too. Okay, now I get this pink color. It's not a flesh color, it's like carnation pink's what I call it. You know, I've worked on this off and on for a long time today, but I just done that for y'all so y'all could kind of watch me, you know, paint one of these. I've worked on it off and on in this little segment. I know the video, I don't know, it might be 14-15 minutes long, I don't know, but it's taken me longer than that to do it, just simply because I'm doing this instructional video on it. Now if I was to just do this by myself, put a little bit of pink right there in the corner, because then I'm going to go back and put a little bit of white right there. And for her lips, just a touch. Oh, see, that's nice. I'm going to give her a little bit of blush too. So I kind of get, it's not the same color pink. Just to give a little bit of color on the cheeks. Yeah, I think I will use that. I changed my mind. I don't know why I like to put pink right here. Putting pink, to me, whenever you put pink in a few places, even if it's bright, I'll probably go back over that just a touch with white to tone that down a little bit right there. That's a little bit too dark to my liking. You know, putting a pink, little pink here and there. It gives, first of all, it gives it some color, makes it look like real skin. You got to be careful though with pink and that orange. Don't put it on there so dark that it's clashes. And I'll probably go back with a lighter color for her eyes to make her eyes pop out a little bit more. I'm going to darken that lip right there just a little. What I was saying about the pink in places. To me, if you put the pink, now this is white acrylic. I'm kind of smoothing that out because I don't like to see lines. What I said about the pink. What did I say? Oh, it gives it a youth. Her. This little mermaid. It gives her. Whenever you put pink like around the nose or kind of around the chin or up here, it gives the appearance of youth. That's what I was trying to tell you before. I can't get it out. Okay. See, I'm toning that down just a little bit. Now that's white acrylic and it's kind of watered down just a little bit, not wet. You know, because I had that a little bit too dark right there. Darker than I wanted. Oh, see, now that's real nice. It gives it a little bit of shading of like real skin. I would put a little bit of blue in there, but that would probably freak y'all out. I do that sometimes because if you'll look at your skin, you can see bluish tint in your skin. Put a little white dot there and it kind of brings that out. I'll probably go back and I might, now sometimes I'll use color pencils. I took another darker, just a dark shader and of that orange color. Well, she's really coming together. I like this one. And a lot of times that's a mistake I make. Artists should never fall in love with your own art, but I can't help it. And probably what I'll do too, I'm going to go probably and get some acrylic and put some different colors of specks in here to kind of, because purple looks really nice. I used to have a friend that had red hair. Not that she's not my friend anymore, I've not seen her in years. But she used to have, no, her hair wasn't that bright, but she would always look so good in purple when she would wear the color purple. But anyway, okay. I'm going to do a little bit more, you know, of the shading in here, and then I may go back over some spots with the pen that I've kind of lost. I'll do that too. But she's looking pretty good. And see, it looks a whole lot wider on the camera than what it truly is in reality. But just let me try real quick. I'm taking this shade. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's not yellow, but not orange, like a yellowy orange. Oh yeah, that'll be good. And go back. Ooh, see? It's just trial and error. That really makes those highlights pop like I was wanting to without it being white. Used to, like I said, I left it white, but that's getting on my nerves. I don't know why it's getting on my nerves now. I guess it's just because I'm growing as an artist. And things that, and you'd do that too, things that you found attractive in painting a year ago, a year from now, or even now, that is not, you're not going to want to do that anymore. And that just means you're growing. Okay? Ooh, that looks real nice. Okay, I'll do a little bit more work on it, and then I'll tell you from that point what I do from this point. Like I done said, I'll probably go back over it with the pen in a couple of places that I've lost. Put a little bit more decorations up in here. Now I'll use acrylic paint for that because with the marker, I can't use watercolor on top of the marker. I really like the way that turned out because it won't show up, you know, as good, you know, like a different color. I mean, like purple on top of this. It just doesn't show that way. So that's how come I'll have to crap. Sorry, I dropped my pen. Not my pen, my paintbrush. I'm going to have to use acrylic paint if I want to put some dots of different color in there and highlights and stuff, because watercolor won't show up if it's a different color. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'm finished. And I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to angle it. I found some metallic gold paint, and I put just a touch of that in there. And in her crown, or this headwear, and a little bit in her tail, I added just a few of these. It's called Crystal Disco. They're real tiny, and they're little circles. And I also added a few of these iridized flakes because I love those. I just picked out some real small ones and put it, you know, like in her crown and in this little wispy thing on her tail. And like I said, I went back over several places with my ink pen. And those pens that I like to use, it's Zebra. That's the only kind of pen, you know, I can get around here. But I really like it because it's real fine. But anyway, now all I've got to do is name her. And I'll probably put her on auction like I always do. My original art cards are one of a kind. So I hope you enjoyed that little painting tutorial of this original art trading card. Thanks for watching.